For the next 24 hours, I'm going to be going out and trying to catch every single species I can in Louisiana's waters. We're targeting everything from prehistoric giants all the way to tiny baby saltwater fish. And we've got a ton of different locations to go and try and catch every single species on our bucket list. For this challenge, we're going to be using everything from cane poles to fishing rods to even fish traps and cast nets to try and catch every single species we can. And make sure you stick around all the way to the end because we've got a major update on the next pool pond project. Now, before we go out fishing, I want to give a huge thank you to Scott K. He sent me all of these fishing lures he made himself. Scott, if you watch this video, go ahead and pop a comment down and I'll pin it for you. I don't know if he sells these yet, but there are some awesome different lures in here. And I'm going to be using a whole bunch of them in this challenge. Now, Scott, if you're watching, I know that this is a lot less than you actually sent me. I've used a lot of these and caught a bunch of fish on them, so huge thank you to you. All right, well, before we go out anywhere else, I want to try out here in the backyard pond and see if we can catch anything. Scott had sent me a ton of different styles. I think my favorite was the paddle tail that you'll see a lot of later in the video. But this little two-handed crawl thing was actually really effective too. You'll see just how many species we were able to catch with it. There we go. There we go. Oh, really pretty bluegill. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how orange that belly is. Look at the colors on that guy. He is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get him unhooked and in the water. All right, Scott, your lures definitely work. That's one species down, a whole lot more to go. Let's see if we can catch a bass. We didn't catch anything else now, but I was hurrying up to get to my next spot. All right, so the plan's pretty simple. We're heading out to a spot that's got a whole lot of salt water, but before we get there, we're gonna stop off at some freshwater bridges and see if we can catch something on the way. Just pulled up to our first location. We've already got a little alligator hiding underneath this bridge. But it's actually illegal to catch them here in Louisiana, so can't catch that sucker. But before we do our saltwater fishing, I really would like to get onto maybe a bass or some crappie or maybe even a gar or something. Now, I've done pretty well here in the past. We've caught all kinds of crazy species out of here. We've caught alligator gar, we've caught crappie, bluegill, we've caught bass, you name it, we've caught it here when it comes to freshwater fish. So I'm hoping we can catch at least 2 or 3 more species before we move on to our saltwater. Ooh, and it looks like that's a bass that has been cut up and eaten right here. So, oh, look at that. That right there is a little red ear slider. Just a little turtle. I say little, he's pretty big. Pretty chunky little fella. Let me see if I can grab him. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Oh. Slipped out of my hand. All right, I touched him, it counts. He's a little feisty sucker. But we touched him, and when it comes to fishing, as long as you put your hand on it, it counts. So there we go. That's our second species of the day. It's a red ear slider. And I know there's a lot of echo down here. It's because we're under a bridge. So audio's not gonna be like this forever. Let's try fishing this away. Now I've got a whole lot of action out here the last few times I've come out. So I'm hoping we get some good fish, but sometimes it's hit or miss. Oh, and there we go. Oh no. Okay, we touched it. All right, there we go. A bass right off the bat. That is species number 3, I believe. Oh, there's a whole bunch of water beetles down there. We're gonna kind of, oh my goodness, do you guys see that? Look at all of those water beetles. My goodness, that's like a bluegill feeding frenzy right there. Yeah, toss him right there. My goodness gracious. All right, sweet. Scott, again, these lures are killer. Thank you so much for sending them. Now, if we can catch a crappie here, I'll be ready to go head over to our saltwater spot. Because crappie are the one thing that I don't know of too many good spots to fish them, but I've caught them good here. So if we can catch a decent crappie over here, I will be satisfied to move on to our saltwater spot. All right, before we leave, this was like my favorite looking style. I've never seen a fishing lure like this. I probably needed a little bit bigger of a hook, but we're gonna try this thing out before we go saltwater fishing. Oh, that looks really good. Now, it's one that you definitely probably gotta pop. It doesn't have much action when you just reel it. But at the pop, that thing is nice looking. It's got that nice fluorescent to it too. Or that iridescence, I mean. Yeah, it's a good sized sucker. I'd say he's probably 6.5, 7 feet. Not too small. He's on the move now. I guess he doesn't want to be on camera. Whoo, look at that fella. He's a good ways out there. That's a big alligator. Not a monster. He ain't a 10 or 12 footer. But still, wouldn't want to be swimming in this water. Not with that fella. All right. This here is the next lure I'm going to try. It's a little micro paddle tail. So we're going to see how this one works. There we go. I want to kind of reel it somewhat close to this bank. I know there's a lot of rocks right here. I'm hoping that we have something. Ooh, we just had something. We had something else come out and hit it. We got something small hitting. There we go. There we go. Oh, looks like a bluegill. Oh no, is that a red spot? Ah, there we go. New species, a red spotted sunfish. They're very similar to bluegill, but they got all these really pretty red spots on them. This side's a little bit prettier. So you got those red spots, and there we go. Red spotted sunfish. That is species number 4, I believe. I don't know, I'm gonna lose track at some point. All right, it's probably about to be time for us to go and do some saltwater fishing. I'm hoping to catch at least 5 or 6 different saltwater species. And then when we go freshwater fishing tomorrow, we're gonna be targeting gar, bowfin, catfish, and pretty much anything else that we can get our hands on. There we go. We got something. Oh, it's putting up a good fight. Oh, it was a bass. Pretty sure it was a bass. I didn't set the hook hard enough. I saw its mouth open up and spit it out. Oh, man. We caught a bass already. I think the only thing that are hitting right now is more than bluegill and some bass. So we're gonna go ahead and pack it up here. We're gonna go to our saltwater spot and see what species we can catch there. We got to the next spot at about 7:30 p.m. and it was time for us to try and do a little bit of saltwater fishing. The plan was to use a small rod to fish artificial and a large rod to use some live bait, but first we had to catch the bait. Luckily for me, the bait was moving pretty good and I landed right on top of a school of bait fish. And with that one cast net, we were able to get 3 more species, a brown shrimp, a gizzard shad, and a baby gaff-top sail catfish. The catfish was definitely too small to keep, but we used the other things as bait to try and catch some monster fish. With the sun already starting to set, we had a ton of ground to cover if we wanted to knock out some of these species of fish. And while we're waiting on the live bait to do its thing, I also decided to throw out some artificial lures again. Got something. What is that? At first, I thought this was a little baby speckled trout, but it's actually a sand sea trout. I think we might have something on here too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. It's not fighting that hard, it's fighting the weird. It might be a gar. What is this? What? Oh, goodness. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, what is that? Jeez. Jeez. Oh, gaff top. Oh, goodness. Oh, ouch. Pretty little gaff top. Got something. Ooh, another little speck. This time was an actual speckled trout, and you can tell because of these speckles on it instead of the little line that goes on the side. Ooh, you gotta watch out for them teeth right there. That's a much bigger, but still too small, speckled trout. No way. I was wiping my hands off from that last one. That's a little gaff top. I'm using one of them itty bitty little, ooh, Hold on, let me get this sucker off. One of them itty bitty things on a tiny, like a crappie jig head. I'm just doing a little bit of small fishing. Come. It's that little bitty thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I was using one of the little glow in the dark little crawl things on it a second ago. Oh, I gotcha. Appreciate it. Just want to give a quick thank you to the guy that was right here helping out. They were fishing next to us and they were super respectful, and he even gave me a killer recipe to use in a future catch and cook. There we go. Another speck. Look at that fella right there. A little snaggletooth. Now I know most of you guys don't like me tossing the fish like this, but I was not about to get on those slick rocks and break my hip. And it wasn't too long till my live bait finally got some action. Oh, I think it's a stingray. I think it's a stingray. I think he's suctioned to the bottom. Oh, he popped my line. And sadly, this was going to be a recurring issue. Whatever it was had me in the rocks for sure. Shredded up my line. Dang. As it got real dark, the lighting's a little bit weird in the video. Don't worry, it doesn't last forever. It's just a couple more minutes. Oh, that's not a crab. That's not a crab. Oh, man. Whatever that was, I think it took my bait and my hook. It did. Y'all too. Dadgummit. It shredded my line. It might have been a shark. All right, we got that little shrimp on our hook now. We're gonna cast it out in the same spot. So we've got quite a few species down in this location. We got a few more that I'd still like to catch though. Oh snap, we got something. We got something. We got something. Oh, I didn't have time to pull the bell off. Oh, it's good. Oh, whatever this is good. It's fighting hard. Oh, another gaff top. Nope, hardhead, new fish. Oh, good size hardhead. Okay, so these guys don't usually get too big. They can spine you though, so you gotta be careful. Ah, there we go. Hooked him through the tongue. Ooh, good sized little hardhead. Oh, we got another one already. It's probably been 2 minutes. No, it let go, whatever it was. Okay, something keeps splashing over here. Gotta be careful again for the rocks, but I think we'll have a better chance of catching some good fish for bait over where they're splashing. So let's see if we got anything. Oh, something. All right, this right here is a little bitty croaker. Oh, and that's why, if you can hear him. There he goes, making his little croak. We could use him as bait, so I think I'm just gonna throw him back and try for a mullet though. Another croaker and another little gaff top catfish. Both of these lines keep getting bites, but I'm pretty sure what's messing with both of these is just crabs, because they're not really bending the rods. They're just kind of pulling, and in the minute I start giving it resistance, they come right off. Okay, down here there's usually an abundance of bait fish. So I'm just gonna kind of cast net this area and hope we got some mullet, because that's what I'm really after. Swallowed a bug. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I'm after. Now, I have no clue what this is, so if somebody could tell me in the comments below. Doesn't have any sharp teeth, but I got no clue what this thing is. Maybe I'll do some research later. It looks like we caught us a little baby black drum in the cast net as well, and a perfectly sized bait mullet. Fish on. Fish on, I'm pretty sure we got a fish. That's fish. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, it dropped it. Dang it. Oh, and this is feeling really light. I think it took my bait and my line again. Did it clean off again? I have like a massive leader on it. I don't understand. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh. Come on. It's not very big, whatever it is. It's definitely something small. Oh, never mind. He's starting to fight now. Oh, he must have been swimming towards me. Oh, what is this? Looks like another gaff top. Yep. Oh, a chunky one. Oh my gosh, feisty sucker. I like to get a firm grip right here behind the spines so he can't stab me. And then I can get the hook out just like that. We got another delicious, beautiful gaff top sail catfish. These things, when they start to fight, they feel like they're 10 times bigger than they actually are. They put up a massive fight. Watching all the thunder and lightning in the distance was an extra special little treat as we waited for a bite. But we needed a little bit more bait, so I decided to throw out the cast net again. All right, just threw my cast net to get some more bait, and we got our next critter right here, which is a blue crab. Grab this sucker from the back so he can't pinch me. Ooh, he's trying. He's trying his hardest. Oh, snap. Good fish. Good fish. Holy cow, good fish. Good fish. Oh my gosh. I don't know what this is. We got lightning going in the background. Oh. Oh. Dude, look at that. Ah. Come on. Come on. Oh, lightning going in the background. This is cool. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Jeez, I'm getting tired. Come on. Come on, show yourself. Oh, big boy. Big boy. Big boy. Oh my gosh. It's another gaff top, it looks like. Oh, he's heavy. That is 40-pound braid. Dadgummit. I'm so freaking tired. That's such a good fish, and I just lost it. And on top of that, that was my last weight and my last leader. So we basically have one float out, which hasn't gotten any action at all. And then we had this one out. And so they're all feeding on the bottom, and I don't have any more weights or leaders, and they keep snapping my lines on the rocks. So I think we're gonna have to call it in for the night, go home, regroup, collect our thoughts, and then come back at it in the morning at a new location. All right, well, before we go, I don't wanna leave this guy in the grass. We'll kind of, that's why they call them blue crabs, by the way. They got that blue coloration on them. I'm just gonna kind of, ooh, he's trying to pinch me. Go in the water. There he goes. All right, well, we also had another croaker. He's flaring up. They've got some real sharp gill plates, so he's trying to poke me with that. I'm gonna throw him back. And then we have another mullet. This is a perfect size mullet. So I'm gonna try a weightless rig and see if we can get one more bite while we're here. And if we can't, we're just gonna pack it in and go home. Don't have my net with me. That's a very interesting looking fish. Oh, dang, where'd he go? I tried to grab him, I was going real slow. He's somewhere under there. I don't know what kind of fish that was. Somebody can tell me in the comments. All right, we got a new creature. The ever elusive hermit crab. I'm gonna set him there and wait for him to come back out. And there you have it, your standard run-of-the-mill hermit crab. That's another new species. Kind of searching around, looking to see if I can find some weight. I found I had one more leader left. So if I can find a weight, we can cast that sucker back out. If not, we're gonna have to pack it in early. Oh snap, something hit the float. Something hit the float. Something's hitting the float hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was just about to say nothing's hitting the float. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is, but it hit it hard. Oh, come on. Come on, don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is that? Come on, don't break off. Don't break off of me. Don't break me off in them rocks. Don't break me off in them rocks. Come on, Come on. What are you? What are you? Gaff top? Okay. Another gaff top. That's okay. Oh. There we go. Oh, another gaff top. Oh, goodness. They running today. Oh, they fight so hard. Another good eating size gaff top sail catfish. Oh, I'm tired. We got a little teeny tiny crab hiding in that oyster shell. At this point, we were fishing for hours and we were only catching the same species, so it's time for us to pack it in and clean the fish. All right, so one big mistake that a lot of people make with gaff top catfish is leaving this red stuff on. That stuff is absolutely nasty. It's super fishy and I never leave it on. So I like to always go back behind and trim every little bit. I know this is not like the best knife work. I'm going really slow and careful. It's probably best to not cut towards your own hand, but I like to get real close to it. I don't want to leave any of that residue left or it's going to taste super fishy and super nasty. So now we cut all of this off. Now the good thing is I don't have to waste this because you see down here, Nubs has been patiently waiting for so long just for a little taste of this fish. And basically all of those scraps, I save them and she tears it up. So this is all the scraps that we had left. It's a lot of those little bloodlines. We're gonna feed these to Nubs. She's gonna have food for a few days. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna go back out and try to catch some freshwater species. Good girl. Here you go. She isn't sure. She only wants me to feed it to her.
She's like, I can't steal her
There
food.
you go. You're such a sweet girl. And it never fails that when I give Nubs a little bit of the scraps, my dog Striker gets super jealous. Striker, you don't even eat that.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't even like it. You don't like it. You're over here getting jealous of the kitty cat. You don't eat that. You don't even eat fish. Okay, here's all of our saltwater catfish. We got it vacuum sealed, prepped and ready to go. We're gonna stick this in the fridge till we have all the meat together. Then we're gonna do a big cookout. All right, we got here a little jug line set with some scraps from the fish we caught tonight. We're gonna go ahead and throw this sucker out, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning and check if something's grabbed it. All right, well, I looked around for the jug line and I cannot find it on either side. So either a fish is holding it underwater or there might have been a hole in the bottle that I didn't know about, and so it's filled up with water and it's underwater. So maybe we'll do some cast netting in a little while to see if we can catch something, but I have no clue where it went. So before I go to my next spot, I overslept, and we were planning to go to a different freshwater spot and do some fishing this morning, but we didn't end up going to sleep till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I overslept a little bit. We're gonna cast net out here, see if we can get that jug line, and then we're gonna move on to our new spot. We're just gonna kind of cast out in this general area. I'm gonna try and avoid most of these plants and just try to catch some fish. I know we've got a lot of different species of fish in here, and so I'm hoping to catch at least 2 or 3. Cast number 1. Oh, we got something. Regular bluegill. If you aren't familiar with Louisiana, this is probably one of our most common fish. Now most of this is pretty shallow water, so we'll go casting at the deeper water in a minute. But I'm trying to catch maybe some golden shiners or something. That was a terrible throw right there. Looks like we got a few more little tiny bluegill. These things are honestly perfect for like gar fishing, but we're gonna be driving a good little bit and my aerator broke, so I don't wanna take these guys with me. We're gonna release them back out. Oh, that's all on those plants. It's gonna get all hung up. They're gonna escape. Dang it. You know, as annoying as it is to be constantly catching more bluegill, it is a good sign that all of these fish are being able to reproduce in here, and we have tons of bait fish. There we go. Right where I wanted it. Looks like we caught one itty bitty baby goggle eye, and that's about it. I used to have a ton of golden shiners in here, but for whatever reason, I can't find any of them. Maybe if I scare them out in the water a little bit. I kind of hung up on my hand for a second, so I don't think that opened up right. Nothing. Just gonna throw this thing way out there. At this point, I don't even know what to do. I could have sworn we used to have a whole bunch of little baby golden shiners, but either they all got eaten up or they all died off. I don't know. I used to have a ton though. Oh, we caught something. That is actually a young long ear sunfish. Another bluegill another bluegill, and another little red ear slider. He's got all kinds of algae all over his back. He looks almost the same size as the one we had in the old pool pond, but maybe it's a different one. I don't know. That was a few months ago, and he might have grown a good bit. I don't know. Probably need to go ahead and head to our next spot before it starts pouring down too much rain. I'm just really hoping we can catch a golden shiner, because I know I've got plenty of them in here. I think the school of them's just avoiding me. Ah, there we go. There we go. A nice sized golden shiner. I don't even remember stocking these in the pond, but I know I've caught some in fish traps before, and these suckers are a perfect bait. But I'm gonna let him go back out in the pond. He's not eating size for me, so he's not gonna be part of the catch and cook. But there we go. That is a new species. It only took me about 15 minutes of cast netting to get him. Now, before we move on, I promised you guys a little sneak peek into the pool pond, so let me show you that before we go to our next spot. Right, here's you a little sneak peek of the pool pond. I ain't gonna show you much more than that because a lot of that stuff you'll have to see in the pool pond update that's coming pretty soon. But we're gonna go ahead and release this turtle as soon as we get a floating platform made. But you're gonna have to wait and see that until the new pool pond video comes out in a couple weeks. All right, we've got a trap set with some bread. For the next fishing trip we're gonna go on, we need some live bait, so I'm gonna throw this out in our bait pond and see what we can catch. All right, we got our trap set right there, right in all of that cover, so hopefully we have some good fish. It has only been in there for literally 2 minutes, and we've already got tons of minnows swimming all around it. I left the trap for a while and headed off to a new spot to try and catch some gar. This place in particular is notorious for having massive long-nosed gar. Ooh, something's hitting it. Something's hitting it. You see it? I'm pretty sure that's a gar. What gar will do is they'll sit there and chew on it and they'll move it around. Oh, maybe it stopped. Maybe it put it down. Was messing with it. It might just be sitting there chewing on it too, so I'm just gonna let it set. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Good little needle nose gar. Just chilling right here. Something I think is on my line over there. Oh, it's got me tied up on those cypress knees. Ah, snap. Either the current took it or a fish did, but I need to pop it. Okay, it's just current. Okay, look, we got that gar right here. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know if he'd even be able to have a mouth big enough. Oh, he grabbed it. Okay, he grabbed it. I'm just gonna let him chew it because he's obviously carrying it away, but he hasn't chewed it up. See, and that's what a gar will do, is it won't drag it all the way under. He'll just carry it around. So if you can see, he's swimming with it, but he's not dunking it under. So I'm gonna let him chew on it for a good 2 or 3 minutes. With these big circle hooks, especially with those needle nose gar, you gotta be real careful. Because it's just hard to hook them as it is, especially with a big hook like this. Oh, we didn't have him. He was just still holding on to it. That's all right. He's probably gonna be too hard to hook on the big hook like this. I think I'm just gonna fish this thing weightless. There we go. And see what happens. Oh my gosh. You see that gar way out there? You just bumped him on the ripple? Mm-hmm. That's a big one. But I don't know, where is my bobber on the other one? Oh, that line's moving. That line's moving. Like, where's the bobber at? Where's the bobber at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I think he got me hung up on that log. Luckily, this is pretty heavy braid. Come on, we just gotta get him to swim around it. Oh, I feel him. He's fighting. Oh, we got him. Oh, is it a catfish? It's a catfish. Oh, sweet. Oh, hefty boy. Blue cat. There we go. New species off the list. Oh, blue cat. Oh, he splashed me. What you think? 20 pounds, 30 pounds? Maybe 40? We're just calling 50 pounds. When you think of Louisiana, you probably think of a place that looks just like this, and man, is it beautiful. Couple birds hanging out in the trees. The cut bait wasn't cutting it, so I busted out the cane pole to try and catch some live bait. Oh. There we go. Oh, no, we got caught in the tree. Okay, there we go. Oh, sweet. A young red spot. So that's a very young red-spotted sunfish. Perfect bait for a grinnell. As I got my live bait rigged up, I saw a gar that was perfect size for my buddy to try and catch, so I tried to distract it just long enough for him to get his rig set up. Look, I'm trying to keep him entertained for you. Get him. Okay, I'll try and keep him distracted longer. Come on, you're fishy. Oh, my line's getting hit. My other line's getting hit. Oh, my other line's hit. Oh yeah, something's on the other line. Okay, snap. I'm gonna cast this out. You can try to catch that fish. Seems like they all decided to start moving now. Oh snap. Swam off. Dang. Try to keep him entertained long enough. Oh, come on. Yeah. I think he got me stuck again. Just came. Oh my gosh, that was a massive alligator gar. Watching it back in slow-mo, it's actually a long-nosed gar, which for this size is insane. That dude was huge. I hope I got that on camera. Yeah, just toss it.
Up there?
Just right about there. Yeah, maybe even a little closer to the bank than that. This guy, I literally dropped it in the water just to see if there were any fish biting. And it's a long-ear sunfish, so new species. I wasn't recording whenever I hooked into him because I literally just dropped it in the water.
Oh, you caught a fish.
Yeah, look.
It actually wasn't a new species. I'd forgotten that I caught one in the cast net earlier, but I was trying to get my buddy Austin on a fish before we could leave the spot.
Oh my gosh. Oh, got one. Let's go. Okay, no skunk today. Looks like another red spot. There you go.
With the fish secured, it was time for us to go back home and pick up our bait.
We are about to go head out and do our last little bit of fishing. Let's see if we caught anything. Oh, I hear something flapping around. It looks like a bluegill and something else. Okay, well, actually, as it turns out, they're both goggle-eye. So these are goggle-eye, aka red-eye sunfish, and I don't want to use them as bait, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw them back. There they go. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go and catch our own bait. All right, we're over at the Old Faithful spot, and I'm already seeing something that's not a good sign. Looks like a floating shiner, probably. It's not a bad sign that there's a fish right there. It's a bad sign that it hasn't been eaten yet. So I don't know if the fish are gonna be moving as much, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Ooh, free soft plastic. If y'all have seen my recycled soft plastics video, this right here is one of the reasons I have so much of that recycled soft plastic. Oh, there we go. Oh, what was that? What was that? That was weird. That wasn't a bass. I don't know what that was. I do know of another spot we could try. I've never really tried it out for too long. So there may be fish, there may not. I don't know. But there's only one other spot I can think of to try before we get our 24 hours up. And if this spot's not producing, then I don't want to wait too long. Ooh. I think I hit grass. All right, this spot usually produces pretty well. We'll try this spot out, and if we can't catch anything here, we're going to try out a new spot that I kind of spotted, but I wasn't sure if there'd actually be any fish there. So it'll be a little bit of an experiment, but this spot's just not really getting the action I usually get. Oh, was that a fish or was that grass? Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Okay. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Oh, it's a small bass. Okay. Bigger than the one we caught at the other spot, but still just the same species, largemouth bass. It's a little bit shallow here, so I'm gonna have to toss him a little bit. There we go. All right, let me tell you, this style in particular is like my favorite. I've already messed it up. I've torn through like 5 or 6 of them. I'm running very low on this specific style. So Scott K, if you watch, I want more of these. If you sell them, let me know. Or if you want to do like a lure exchange, I'm down. These are like awesome. I think Scott K is the star of this video. Those lures that you made, dude, they are killing it. I just got another bite. Okay, I've seen lots of gar over here splashing around. There we go. Just got a bobber with a piece of cut bait on it and a circle hook. And we're just gonna let that sucker set. We might catch a catfish, we might catch a grinnell, we might catch gar, who knows. And while we're waiting on that, let's get us a new species, which I'm surprised I haven't caught yet. There we go. Mosquito fish. Now, if these were a little bit bigger, I could use them as live bait, but they're really teeny tiny, so I'm just gonna turn them back loose. See if maybe I can attract some attention over kind of close to that thing, get the gar interested, and then maybe they'll smell it and go over and grab it. Ooh, gar just, oh, another bass. There's a gar, just about to say gar just splashed next to the rod. Another small dink largemouth. I mean, he's pretty chunky, he's not skinny, but still on the smaller side. Definitely not big enough to keep and eat. I'm gonna go ahead, readjust this sucker, and try to catch another one. Or actually, we're gonna try and catch something else. At this point, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to catch the crappie, which is one of them that I was pretty confident I'd be able to catch. So it's not looking too great yet. Something hit it hard. Gonna get it back over here. Try to get another bite like that. Come on, please. Crappie, crappie, crappie. That's grass. There's a bunch of little red spotted sunfish right down there. Just nipping at it. Not big enough to really grab it. Last cast, and we're gonna have to pack up and find another spot because this is just not good. We caught a couple bass on the other side and got one bite on this side, and that's about it. It's not doing too good.
The most action we had on this side was getting to see this little bird walking around on the lily pads, but I decided it was time for us to pack up from this location and go to the final spot before it's time to turn in the 24-hour fishing challenge.
All right, we're at a new location. I don't know if I've ever been here before on video. I think I've only been here once or twice. We're just gonna chuck that sucker over there. All right, and if we hear the tree shaking, we know we got something. Got some big old storm clouds slowly moving across. You can kind of see we had some clear skies, and those clouds are moving in pretty quick. Ooh, that's a good sized crab right there. Shoot, let me see if I can get that sucker up here. Oh, he's hiding. All right, I've got this thing significantly deeper. See if we can target some other catfish. If I'm lucky, I can catch either a grinnell, a gar, or a channel catfish. That's the three that we really need to catch. If we can't catch any of those, then we're kind of going to be screwed out of luck, I guess. The clouds are so beautiful right now. Just kidding, that's actually the water. But they are beautiful. This water is so calm and pretty right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and stay until it gets dark. That way I can see the pink clouds. And yeah, it'll be a little bit over 24 hours, but I don't know. I don't think you guys are going to mind if we stay a little bit longer and catch that nice view. Oh my gosh. I about fell in the water. Big boy decided to come by. He is big. Jeez. So you guys can see how far away he is. That is a big alligator. Sheesh. At least 9 foot, at least. Goodness gracious, that boy's big. He's just stopped there. Chilling and staring at me. Oh, I just nudged it. I don't know if he's gonna drop it. There we go. Whatever it is, I got it hooked. What is this? Oh, it's a crab. It was a crab crawling on it. Dadgummit. Maybe I need some live bait instead of just using scraps. See if I can catch me a nice bluegill somewhere. Okay, my float is moving to the side, which makes me think that is a gar. It was way over there to the left. It's definitely pulling. See if I can just guide it this way. It might be a crab, and if it is, I just gotta pull real slow. Feels like a crab. It is a crab. I can see it clawing on it. It ain't even a big crab. It's just a regular blue crab. Just look at that sucker. Dadgum turd. Let's try right there. Something keeps hitting it. It's just not quite grabbing it all the way. Oop. Yeah, I think we got a little small, maybe a red spot or something hitting it. Big old mullet in the background. Where's your big brother at? Hey, big brother, come play. Ooh, there we go. Not quite eating size. Good little bluegill, though. Standard run-of-the-mill, nothing new. Come on, where's the big fellas at? You ain't a big boy. You're a small boy. Where the big boys at? Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Yes, sir. That's where the big boy's at. He's eating size right there. See if we got some more big boys right here, hanging out, chilling. So I'm gonna just try to carry it. Oh, that's something else. That's something else. Oh no, it's just another big boy. Let's go. Ooh, feisty. These are some nice ones. Good eating size. Let's freaking go. Those don't seem like very good bites to me, sir. Bite it like you mean it. There you go. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that fish completely destroyed my cane pole, so that's gonna take a little while of untangling. I guess I'm gonna go back to artificial. All right, well, it's kind of sprinkling out here. We haven't really been getting hardly anything except for a couple bluegill. So we're gonna take those to the house. We'll come back to this spot later this evening whenever it's all nice and pretty and whenever the fish are a little bit more active. But right now, it doesn't seem like anything's wanting to bite. Oh, there was something big right here. Got a freaking fly. Trying to take my... Oh, we got something. Cool. Dadgum, I was swatting at a fly. Dude, that's a chunky bluegill. That's definitely a keeper right there. We're gonna bring him home for the catch and cook. My goodness. Thank you. Oh, I think it's a gar right there. Oh, there we go. We got something. Oh, crappie. Let's go. Let's go. Good sized crappie too. Beautiful little black crappie, and it looks like something has attacked it before. It's got a little scar there. Good enough size to keep and eat. We're gonna put him with the others and cook him up. At this point, technically our 24 hours was up, but it was so pretty out here, I didn't want to leave until it was getting dark. There we go. There we go. Oh, bluegill. Another stud. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Another slab. Might not have caught all the fish that I wanted to, but man, was this place beautiful. And at the end of the day, we'd caught 23 different species, which I think is pretty awesome. But now it's time to bring everything to the house and cook it up. Okay, at the end of our challenge, we've got that blue catfish, several bluegill, and that one crappie, and all of our saltwater catfish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook it 3 different ways. For the saltwater catfish, we're gonna cook that with some Louisiana fish fry, just regular is how I like most of my fish. And with these saltwater catfish, sometimes they have a little bit of a strong flavor, and I find that this stuff really takes away that fishiness. With the bluegill and the crappie, since it's so thin, I wanted to try it as a breaded crust. So we're gonna fry it with an egg wash and these seasoned breadcrumbs. We're gonna see if that's any better than the fish fry. Now I was gonna do a campfire cooked blue catfish, but we're gonna do it in the oven instead because all the wood outside is super wet because of all the rain that we've been having. So we're gonna do it in the oven instead. All right, first up, saltwater catfish. We're gonna go ahead, dump all this out, and cut them into friable sized pieces. They should be cut mostly the right size. So we got that one, that one. I think most of these are gonna be cut right. Usually what I do is I cut the fillets in half long ways whenever I'm done, so that makes it perfect friable sized pieces and they're not too thick. So I think we've already got most of this cut up to the right size. So we're gonna go ahead and get it breaded up and ready to fry. Now this is pre-seasoned, but I like to have a little bit of spice, so I'm gonna put in some cayenne pepper and mix that up with it too. Hopefully this seasoning will have a little bit more kick to it. And the great thing about this stuff is all you gotta do is have your fillets somewhat moist and then just toss it around in that seasoning and you are done. It's super, super simple. It doesn't require an egg wash, nothing else. This is probably the most convenient type of frying stuff to use, so I'd highly recommend it. And just like that, we've got our entire plate of stuff breaded and ready to fry. We got our oil heating up. It'll probably be a few minutes before it's quite ready, but it is getting hot really fast. So we'll do a little test here in a minute and then it'll be time to start frying. In the meantime, we're preheating the oven for 375 and we're gonna get that fish ready. Next up is the blue cat that we're gonna be cooking with that garlic parmesan. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing set up on the tin foil with their seasonings and butter. So we got some salted sweet cream butter and this kind of garlic parmesan seasoning. I've tried it with other seasonings. It doesn't turn out nearly as good as this specific brand and this specific kind. I honestly don't know where we got this. A friend gave it to us, but I'm just gonna kind of cover all of that butter with a nice layer of seasoning like that. We're gonna lay our fillets on top. You basically wanna kind of just lay that on top. It is gonna kind of melt and cook all together, but that's okay, that's what you want right there. We're gonna top it with some more seasoning on the top. There we go. And now for the secret ingredient. This is some Mexican blend Fiesta cheese. I'm not sure what the blend of cheese actually is. It's just that's what it's called at the store. So we're gonna top it with a lot of this shredded cheese and then wrap this thing up real tight and put it in the oven for a good little while. All right, we wanna wrap it really tight because that's gonna have a lot of butter. So I like to kind of do like this, get that top part. Now, if you're cooking it on a fire, I usually will wrap it a second time to give it extra protection from the fire. But since we're cooking it in the oven, I think this will be plenty. Last but not least, we've got our bluegill and crappie. And since these are thinner fillets, I figured a thicker crust might make it taste a little bit better. I don't know. I don't want to put it in that cornmeal stuff because that cornmeal tends to take over. So I wanted to try out these breadcrumbs instead. I made sure to do these as boneless and skinless fillets. That way you don't have to worry about having bones in your food. So we're gonna go ahead and dip this in the egg wash and then into the bread, and then we should be pretty much ready. Now I do think I want to do a single layer of the seasoning, not a double layer, because the meat is so thin. So you're gonna take it, put it in your egg wash. You can do this with gloves on if you don't want to get all nasty. And then dip it in your breadcrumbs, just like that. And you're done. And basically repeat that for all of them. So we got our catfish in the oven and it's time for us to start frying this up. So first we're gonna try the breadcrumbs. All right, and since it's so thin, it shouldn't take too long to cook. I'm just gonna basically cook it until it's all golden brown all the way around. I am gonna kind of flip them halfway through just to see. But it's a pretty straightforward process, and since it's so thin, it's gonna cook very quickly. All right, here we go. There's our stuff fresh out of the oil. I think the oil was a little bit hot because it kind of started to burn before it was able to fully cook through, but I think it's gonna be fine. I think we're gonna go ahead and let this cool down, and as it's cooling down, we're gonna fry our other fish. I'll probably only be able to do maybe about a third of it at a time because there's a lot more of that saltwater fish than there was the crappie and bluegill. Getting kind of close. It still needs to crisp up a little bit more. I have been kind of rotating them around to make sure that the whole thing cooks, not just the bottoms. But they're kind of starting to float up, and give it about 20 more seconds and they should be about ready to pull out. Set them down to dry out,
and crisp up some more. And I think I might be able to fit the rest of it in the pan at once, so maybe we could do this in 2 fries. If it does take a third one, then that's okay. We're still waiting on the oven to preheat, and that fish is going to take a little bit longer to cook. Luckily, frying it is probably one of the fastest ways, and in my opinion, the tastiest, but it is definitely not the healthiest. Let's get these last few pieces put in. Ooh, I think we're going to be able to put all of it in this last one. It's going to be a little bit crowded, but I don't think it's going to cause too much of a problem. There we go. That's all of it frying up. We got the oven now preheated, and within about 10 minutes, everything should be ready to eat. All right, so we got our saltwater catfish here. We've got our crappie and bluegill here, and then our other stuff is still cooking in the oven, but I don't feel like waiting, so we're gonna go ahead and do a taste test and see which way is better. Personally, I tend to prefer the taste of crappie and bluegill over catfish, but I haven't really tried that breading method yet, so we'll have to see. On first glance, I don't know if you guys can hear that. That is crispy. Let's go ahead and break this in half. All right, looks like everything is cooked thoroughly, but not overcooked. But it doesn't matter if it looks good and smells good, it matters if it tastes good. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Oh heck yeah. I was kind of concerned that it might be a little bit burnt, but it is not. It's perfect. And flavor-wise, it almost tastes like those vegetable Ritz crackers. And I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, time to try the bluegill. This one looks extra crispy. Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of that now. And see, with how thin the fish is, I know that cornmeal stuff tends to overpower the fish taste. And so I was like, with how thin this is, I think I'm gonna go with that different crust. And so you may think the thicker crust overpowers it more, but it kind of just complements the flavor. I really like this. And now for the saltwater catfish. So a lot of people really don't like it, which you can see it is cooked all the way through. It's nice and moist. It's not overcooked. Good flake. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Got a nice crispiness to it. One of the things a lot of people don't like about this is how fishy it tastes, but by taking off that bloodline, it shouldn't taste fishy at all. Now, it may not taste as clean as like bluegill or crappie, but let's test it out. Oh yeah. Believe it or not, this tastes just as good in my opinion as like a blue cat or any other kind of freshwater catfish. It doesn't have that like trashy taste that most people don't like. I think that most of it is because people who fillet them don't usually take off that like red stuff, and that red stuff is really nasty. So if you get one that has that red stuff on it, you are not gonna ever want to eat it again. But if you get it nice and clean, it is good. Now, out of these two ways, this way is a classic. I think most people would like this, but I think everyone would like that. That is so much better in my opinion. It doesn't have as much fish to it because it is a thinner fish, but it tastes amazing. It's got a good crunch to it. It's soft in the middle still. It is great. Oh, I hear it sizzling, so it's about ready to take out. All right, so it looks like the butter kind of started to drip out of it. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see if it's cooked. Let's get this thing opened up. It's looking good so far. All of that is liquefied. It's nice and steamy. Oh yeah. So cooking fish this way may not look the most appetizing. It kind of looks like an enchilada or something, but this thing is probably the best way to enjoy a nice fish if you don't want to like fry it or grill it or something like that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of take a little piece here. I want to make sure this thing's done all the way through, which looking at it, it is. So I'm gonna just take a little bit right here, and I like to add a little extra cheese on top of mine. You can kind of drain off some of that extra butter. Add a little bit of extra cheese on top, and it's all melted. It's really hot. Oh, hot. Oh, but it's good. Mmm. Oh. Oh, hot. Oh. All right, let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah. So every once in a while, I'll do an experiment and I'll just throw something random together and it really works. And in the recycled fishing lure video, whenever I made the bass like this, that was the best way I've ever had bass. And it still works really well even with catfish. So if you want to try this recipe at home, it's just that seasoning, some butter, tinfoil, and cheese. That's it. And then obviously your fish as well. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tear up all this food. Me and my wife have been eating on it while this has been cooking. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. As always, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a great day. Also, we've got the pool pond video coming soon, and a frog and snake catch and cook coming very soon as well. So I'll catch y'all guys in the next video.